Hello Year 3, happy Wednesday and welcome back to another one of our year assemblies where we are going to be having a little look at Burns Night. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to share my screen. So hopefully you can see that now and hopefully it's a little bit bigger for you. So before I continue to go on about Burns Night and explain to you what it is and look at some different information about it, I wonder, by having a look at the picture, can you predict anything that you might already know about Burns Night without even realising it? We've got a sort of flag over here and some food over here that you might know what it is. And we've got a man here and you might know who he is. Okay. So what is Burns Night? Burns Night is a celebration held in Scotland on or around the 25th of January. It celebrates the life and work of a famous poet named Robert Burns. Okay, so there is a statue of him. So all about Robert Burns. He was born on the 25th of January in 1759. He was a poet and songwriter and is famous all around the world. One of his most famous songs was Auld Lang Syne, which is often sung at New Year and Burns Night. It's the song where everyone sort of crosses their arms and sings and dances along that way. Bagpipes often played during Burns Night celebration. Bagpipes are instruments that are played by blowing into reeds and squeezing bags of air. I wonder, have you ever heard bagpipes before? At a Burns Night supper, many people wear clothes made of tartan, including kilts. So you can see this kind of pattern on here. If you are Scottish, your family will have sort of their own tartan colours that are put together, and you'll all have your own kilt. Generally, it's the males, the men in the family, that wear the kilt, but the women may still wear clothes with the tartan print on as well. So you can see here, there is a man and he's got his tartan on, he's got his kilt on, and then he's playing the bagpipes as well. So on Burns Night, many people have a traditional dinner called a Burns supper. This usually includes eating haggis, which is a traditional Scottish food, and it's often served with turnip and potatoes. And they often read poems written by Burns out loud as well during the night. So here you've got a bit of a picture of somebody addressing the haggis or addressing to the haggis, and they're basically chopping it up. Yeah. So when the speaker says a certain thing, the haggis is then sliced open. As you can see here, this is the haggis on the table. There it is. There is the haggis. Before people start eating their Burns supper, often a grace is often said. And I'll give you a little bit of a chance if you wanted to read it. There it is. There's their kind of traditional Burns Night food. So you've got obviously your haggis here. So your potatoes, and I'm presuming that looks a bit like swede, but they said turnip, didn't they? So, okay. Robert Burns is still very famous today. He has been voted the greatest Scot by the Scottish public in a survey held by a national Scottish television channel. He was voted the greatest Scot. There is also a Robert Burns Museum in Alloway, which is in the place where he was born. So there's actually a museum about him. And there is Burns Cottage in Alloway. So there is the museum all about him. So that is all for our assembly today. It would be amazing, Year 3, and I'm sure Mr. Foster would agree, if you wanted to go and research all about Burns Night, all about Robert Burns, and create almost like a double-page spread all about him. That would be fantastic to see. Fantastic to see all your different research come back to see what you can find out. I can't wait to see those. As always, send anything into the Year 3 email address. We love to see it. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye.